Okay, this is game 2 of MuensterCheese versus SuperNick, here with Team OK.
Hello. Here, unfortunate, there's no real village except for Patron Sorta. And with Turtle,
certainly you should
stack turns.
Turtle your necropolises and leave them there until you need them. So you will have some amount of village action with that.
Yes.
And I certainly want to get patrons earlier, but I think I probably would rather get a moneylender early on this kind of kingdom.
That makes sense. That's the only reasonably strong trash in here.
Yeah, and it looks like Nick missed that you could turtle the necropolis.
That's unfortunate. Also unfortunate is Monster's draw here. 7 coins is not something you really want to see on turn 3.
Yeah, you get to, your moneylender doesn't miss the shuffle. You get to see a copper. And they'll have 3 or 4 next turn.
I wonder if you just turtle the moneylender in that situation. You take your 5 and then you play it, still not missing the shuffle.
Yeah, that sounds correct to me. Not quite sure what you get here. I think you probably want to get a patron. A relic is not terrible, though. The attack is just annoying enough to matter.
Hey, especially with the weak draw.
Yeah. I'm not wild about getting a silver right there. I think I probably would have gotten a sage to try to sift through my deck a little bit.
Yeah,
but
sounds better to you.
We'll see. Monster already going for the groundskeepers. I think groundskeepers are going to be pretty strong here.
Yeah, especially with Island there. That helps their case.
Yeah. The question is, like silvers, relics. I think the relic was good. I think if you're going for the groundskeeper thing, I would have preferred the sage just to keep your deck moving along, get through to the good cards that you want to see, and skip over the hovel and the overgrown estate.
Yeah, I guess that would have made sense.
The other thing Munster can consider doing is getting like a Sacred Grove or even a Journeyman. With the Necropolis down, they can afford 1 turn where they, when they see what both those cards, they can always call the Necropolis that turn, and probably they'll be able to find it again to turtle it later on.
Yeah, true. I'm confused by Munster's decision to just not take a patron yet. You're not getting through your deck so fast that you have to terminal. They have to play terminals every turn, so
is there a hand where they hit?
It's doing to just stockpile villagers.
Is there a hand where they hit 4 that they could have taken? I think they didn't hit. They hit like 7 and then 3 and then 3 and then 5. So there wasn't like a natural place to do it. But I think, as you suggested, if they'd turtled the moneylender on that first shuffle, they could have gotten relic and patron, and best case scenario, built up a couple villagers, and then later on in the game they can add in like dismantle and Sacred Grove and not have to worry about terminal stuff. We'll see if they get the patron here.
Black Cat. I guess that's a nice counter to Groundskeeper, at the very least, especially with the dismantle is the only curse trashing.
I suppose, but the decks are quite big, It's going to be tough to see that Black Cat enough to make it worthwhile. But I also like having, I didn't see this as happen, but playing the Groundskeeper's Turtle when you're not going to buy green that turn. That was interesting. I'm not quite sure what. Probably I would have played the Necropolis there and then trashed the Overgrown Estate and played the Moneylender, and you could have still bought like a Sage. The gold does not really help you in this Groundskeeper deck because you don't want to hit provinces. You want to hit 2 and 4 to buy duchies and to buy estates and islands, right?
And provinces can't hurt, but yes. The opportunity cost is not great.
Yeah. I'd rather have a card that helps me buy more things like Sacred Grove, or a card that helps me play more Groundskeepers, than a card that helps me hit province points.
Yeah, that seems correct.
They're going to play one of these. I assume they're going to play one Groundskeeper for the village effect.
Or the Necropolis. Interesting.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then they're maybe going to turtle those groundskeepers.
Yeah, Groundskeeper is a card that's best played. Like, there's no such thing as a Groundskeeper Megaturn, right? The thing about Groundskeeper is it just adds a steady bunch of victory points every turn.
Yeah, every turn's Megaturn with Groundskeeper.
Yeah, when you buy one estate and get 6 VP or something. So I'm not quite sure what Munster's strategy is here. I also don't think I would want to turtle the Black Cat, because the Black Cat is best in your deck reacting to your opponent's stuff.
Precisely.
That was unfortunate. If they would have known they were having a province by, they probably would have played all the Groundskeepers.
Yeah.
We'll see if Munster continues this strategy. It is tough to keep these decks thin, so once you actually do start adding in the estates and stuff, it's going to be tough to make that work. It may be that even the Groundskeeper strategy is too slow here, and just a deck that you get some patrons, you get some journeymen, and you just get to province before your opponents do. You get to the provinces before your opponents can get enough points from the Groundskeepers.
I mean, okay, there's an island. I was going to say islands. I'm surprised that there's not more islands played or taken rather, because they're just like a nice way to clear green from your deck that's just not present otherwise.
Yeah. So Munster should now know that SuperNick does not have any more Black Cats, I believe, because they just played their Black Cat and there's this whole rest of the shuffle. So that's something for Munster to look out for. They also should have turtled that patron, because the villager effect works whenever, and they had more than enough money.
Yeah, it's just not doing them anything that turn. The only edge case where that's better is just saging into the patron, but that's obviously not worth doing that for.
Yeah, because the extra 2 money, I think, could definitely be quite valuable. There are also dismantle tricks you can do where you dismantle gold into duchy and get the Groundskeeper points, but I think here I would just prefer the province. Turtle the dismantle and then gain a province.
That seems correct.
Because you've only got, if you had 4 or 5 Groundskeepers in play, obviously, then that's a big difference. And Munster will be able to react to their Black Cat here, which will be nice for them, after having it reacted on them 3 times already. Oh, and they get a double reaction.
Convenient.
Yeah,
that's a nice turn for Munster.
Yeah, they're able to hit province, and again, they know the Black Cat is not in the shuffle, so SuperNick can only play it, cannot play it this turn.
Yeah.
I think SuperNick's deck is quite a bit bigger, as we see, 35 cards. So their ability to see the Sacred Grove and buy another province seems pretty small. I think I would have gotten an estate there. What do you think?
Well, yeah, estate for 3 points seems nice, especially when 2 provinces coming down the stretch. That point differentials can make a difference. Like here, a province. It doesn't look like it's going to matter.
But the double Black Cat hit is quite nice.
Indeed. So here are they going to hit? That's 6. But it is a good amount of Groundskeeper points.
Yeah, and unfortunately what Munster doesn't know is SuperNick has it in hand.
Yep.
Yeah, tough that they didn't hit 5 there. Or didn't hit 8 there to buy the province. SuperNick has a lot of golds in the deck and was able to just hit province often enough that the Groundskeepers didn't end up making the big difference.
Much to Janel's chagrin.
Yep. Yeah, good game there for SuperNick. I don't have... I think they both, they added a lot of golds, but that seemed to work here.
Especially with Palace.
Yeah, I would have gone...
Palace.
Yeah, I would have gone for a more focused deck with Sages to try to get around faster, make sure to get rid of all my coppers. An earlier patron maybe would have helped. But good game for SuperNick.
That it was.